Welcome to PCLA Student Podcast.
Okay. If you had to give every human being one quality, what would it be and why?
I think I give everybody respect. Like I think that everybody deserves to be treated with respect, and to give respect, being that there's a lot of disrespect and a lot of cruel and harsh and like suicide and stuff going on because they're being bullied and stuff. So I think I just like have everybody be treated equal by just giving them the respect that they deserve.
I would give people honesty, because most of the time when you're not being honest, like Aviana said, you lose respect. And so it's like, if people aren't going to be honest with you, then
Why even talk?
yeah.
Why lie about something?
Well, I got a question about that. What sometimes people lie, they're not honest because they're trying to protect somebody's feelings.
I'd rather my feelings be hurt with the truth than a lie, because I don't know. I feel like
And it's gonna cause problems.
Yeah, I feel like I'd rather you lie to me and tell the truth and hurt my feelings than lie to me and hurt my feelings. Because if you're lying and I feel okay with it, and I come to find out that you were lying, then I'm gonna be even more hurt versus you already hurting my feelings and telling me the truth.
Exactly.
I can get over it, simple. But if you lie, it's gonna take some time to get over, because I have to cope with the fact that you lied, and I have to cope with what you told me, and it's just like, just tell me
You
the
have to
truth.
cope with the truth too.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever been in a situation where somebody lied to you to protect your feelings?
Yes.
Yes.
I have.
All the time.
When my dad got locked up, my mom kept telling me that he was going on trips and wasn't going on trips. He was really being incarcerated. So when I found out that my dad was incarcerated, I was kind of like more upset, but I could kind of put two and two together that way it was. So I really wasn't that hurt, but the fact that she lied did kind of hurt my feelings.
Okay. Next question. Why are we likely to be critical of how other people look?
Because a lot of times people see what's on the outside before they kind of listen and
Know
judge
their
off
heart.
character.
Exactly. It's like a book. Like, you can't judge a book by its cover.
Exactly.
Yeah. You have to get to know somebody before you can actually say, hey, like, I don't like you.
Like, you should be focusing more on their personality than their look.
Okay, but why do people do that?
I guess it's they think it's all about looks and how they look to other people and how people look at them. Like, if you got a cute guy, he's with a cute girl, everybody's gonna think they're a cute couple, but in reality, they're both
fighting all the
jerks.
time.
They're both
Yeah.
jerks, and they're both like closed-minded, and like everything's just like.
And
It's kind of like looking at somebody and saying, "Oh, she looks like she's rude. She looks like she's mean."
Yeah,
And
you
in
haven't
reality,
even talked to them.
I think
they'll be the
sweet.
total opposite.
It's
He's so sweet.
it's probably easier to do than to go
Actually,
So-
through. Yeah.
So you think,
getting
you know,
this-
just like stereotypes.
Yeah.
I can share one of my personal experiences. When I was in high school, I used to have cornrows, then eventually dreads. I used to wear gold teeth in my mouth, pants sagging.
T-Pain.
You know, but at the highest GPA at the time in school.
Yeah.
You know, nobody knew that. I used to get harassed by the SRO who didn't know me.
Because they thought you were like a gangster.
Yeah, when then you know, dealing with people that I grew up with, that I hung around, who were always in trouble. I got placed in that category too.
Even though you
somewhere.
weren't like that.
Even though I really, somewhere like that. Next question. How does the media influence what we see when we look in the mirror?
Ooh.
Like, I want to give an example out when females look at the Kardashians, like, they want to just look just like them, but really they don't even know that that's not
Fake.
real.
It's all
Yeah.
fake.
Fake.
It's all surgery.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that like people, I didn't mean to cut you off. People are like, they look at, for example, they look at the Kardashians like, oh, she has a big butt, she has big boobs, she has big lips, she has big eyes, she has big nose, she has all this big stuff, and they're just looking at her and they're like, oh, they look perfect, and they look at me, oh, like, I'm ugly because I don't have big lips and big eyebrows and
Yeah,
big
and that's
stuff
because
like that.
people really focus, because they're famous, people really focus on them, and it's like, well, they're not focusing on me, so I want to look just like them.
So maybe I can get more attention and stuff
Attention
like that.
seekers.
Can I
Yeah.
say something? Alright, so like opposite what you said of Kardashians, you know how they have like the Victoria's Secret models and they're all so perfect and all so skinny, and then you have girls that aren't as skinny as them, and they're sitting here thinking, and that's how what's that disease called? Anorexic.
Yeah.
That's when anorexic falls in, because you have these girls sitting here walking around
Thinking that they're fat.
thinking that they're so perfect,
Oh.
and then you have girls that sit here and think that they're
Fat because they don't look like the girls that
I
look.
wasn't gonna say fat.
I was gonna
That's
help
kind of
probably.
a
Well,
rude
kind
word,
of
but
big. Yeah. I understand.
But how who do you think guys who do you think set these trends? You ever seen somebody wear something like a group of people wearing something and it's like not attractive? You're like, I wouldn't be caught wearing that, but it's the hot thing to have. You know, when I was a kid, when I was younger, I was in freshman college, people wearing these big T-shirts. They look like gowns and dresses. You know, T-shirts would come down to people's kneecaps. I'm like, that's not fashionable to me. You know, I wouldn't wear that. But that was the hot thing. Like kids wearing skinny jeans and stuff. Like guys wearing skinny jeans.
Yeah.
Now, growing up, if we wore skinny jeans because your mom couldn't or dad couldn't afford anything else. But now people are intentionally wearing, guys wearing skinny jeans. And I didn't think that people follow those kind of trends. But media can be very influencing. You know.
you said
Cause a
it was
big
weird
impact.
for them to wear long T-shirts and skinny jeans back then, or it was like
That was the trend, but I couldn't understand why.
Yeah.
Why it
Everybody else
became a
doing it.
trend.
Yeah, everybody else doing it. It didn't make me want to do that.
Be your own trend. Make something
Yeah.
up that
Well,
everybody can follow you.
Sorry for cutting you off, but usually it's because, like I said, like famous people are doing it. They're like, well, if they're famous and they're doing that, then I'm just gonna follow them, and they're not really ever thinking about themselves.
Next question: How would others know? How will others? How will others who know you very well describe you?
I'll go last.
If I went to your best friend, not even your best friend, I'm not gonna say your best friend because that could be your best friend could be biased. If I went to somebody maybe on a team you played on or somebody in your neighborhood, how would they describe you?
They would describe me as shy and like timid because of my anxiety. Like maybe they don't know that I have anxiety, but
I think you're weird.
they'll think I'm weird because I'm not
Or they'll think
talking,
you're
or like I just don't have anything to say.
Well, what about those who know you well? Then, what would your brother say about you? Your sister say about you?
don't bring in siblings because siblings.
Well,
they
I know
talk-
siblings
talk-
could be.
They can talk
They could be
bad
mean.
nowadays.
They could
They
be
got the
mean.
siblings.
But
like
what
your mom.
would your mother say about
Yeah.
you?
I would say that I'm like really passionate about what I want. Like I will not stop to get like to where I want to be. Like with my anxiety, before I would not even step like a toe in school, and now it's like, well, I'm in school, and it's like I never gave up, and so my mom would say that.
Okay. What about you, Cora?
I guess
What, your grandmother? What would your grandmother say about you?
she thinks that I'm very sweet and nice and that I'm a good-hearted person.
Okay. What about you, Aviana?
I think that people would say that my personality is like one of a kind, like it's very different. Then I think that nothing that they'd say that at times I can be a little harsh and blunt, but it's not for the worse, it's for the better, and to like help others. Then they probably say I talk a lot. Probably say I'm like have a bad attitude and stuff, but it's not out of spite or anything. It's just like if I care about you, if I talk to you and it's like I'm being mean or telling you something, it's like because I want to see you successful, and I don't want to see you like be like everybody else. Like if you're crying and you're crying over like something stupid, I'm gonna be like, watch your face because you're not a punk. Like stop crying because it's not that simple. And people probably like, oh, she's being mean to her. No, I'm telling her what she needs to hear instead of what she wants to hear. But overall, they probably say I'm like very extrovert, and I think that's how you say it, extrovert, and very caring.
What about you, Ephraim?
Back then they probably think, hey, that's a real smart kid. I want my kids to be like you, but, now that I'm here, they're probably like, that's a bad kid, don't be around him. You know what I mean?
All because you go to alternatives.
Just because but like I said before, it's not a bad school.
Okay. Courtney, I haven't heard. Give your take on it.
You want to know about people that don't know me?
No, that people that do know you.
I mean, some of them, they probably say I'm rude. I can be rude, but
Okay.
Keep slouching.
but it's like I'm not really a rude person. I can be rude at times. Like everyone has their rude moments, but
Okay. Okay. Next question. When was the last time that you admitted that you were wrong?
I
Or why
have
is
the
it so hard
biggest
to do?
Time admitting when I'm wrong. I would be the first to say it. I have the biggest, like when I say something and like somebody tries to prove me wrong, I will, even if I know I'm wrong, I will still go out of my way to try to prove that I'm right, knowing I'm wrong the whole time. And it's just something I really have to work on, because nobody likes somebody that.
Well, when was the last time that you admitted that you were wrong?
I honestly can't even remember, because I really don't. And if I know that I'm wrong and you prove that I'm wrong, I'll just get like so upset, and I'll just like leave me alone, don't talk to me, because I don't know. I can't. I mean, I can, but I have to learn how, because I'm so used to like, I don't know. I'm really weird. Like I just cannot be. I can't stand being wrong. You know.
Okay.
I don't know.
You know, when last time you told somebody that you're right, I'm wrong? Has anybody ever said that? When was that?
sometime last week.
Last week? Okay. Why do you think it's a hard thing to do?
Because it's like you don't ever want to let someone know that you're wrong in a situation. You
It's a
always want
pride
to. It's like
thing.
you always
It's
want
a
to be
pride
right.
thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like
It's like you don't want to put your pride aside to say, "Hey, I'm wrong."
I feel like if you're talking about something and like you do your not research, but like you know something about it, if you experienced it, and you're talking to somebody who doesn't know nothing about it, and they're like trying to tell you, yeah, this is that, and you're like, no, I've been through it, and they're trying to argue you down about it, and you're just like, I know about it because I've been through it, and then they're just like, no, and this, and you just like, okay, fine, and comes to find out they were right even though they haven't experienced it, and you're just like, I'm still not gonna tell them they're right because I knew about it too.
Corey, you ever experienced that?
I don't think I've ever been wrong.
You don't think you ever been
No, I'm
wrong?
just kidding. I don't know. I can't think of a time. I know that I have admitted to somebody that I've been wrong. I can't think of a specific, time. I think usually like my brother, because he always like, I don't know. I mean, an example I guess was like when he thought Star Trek came after Star Wars, but Star Trek came first. Well, but this was a time I was right still, but still, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, I mean, it's a very common thing, I guess. Now that I'm a little bit older, I still struggle with admitting that I'm wrong sometimes. My last time was just last night. I had to apologize to my wife for being wrong about something. All last week, I thought I was in the right. But then, after some time thinking about it, I went to her and apologized. I mean, and that's what apology is, though. You admitting that you're wrong, that you made a mistake. So if you ever apologize to somebody for something, you just admitted that you were wrong in the situation.
I have a hard time apologizing too. Like I have a hard time with. I have a different way of like, instead of apologizing to you or be like, oh, I'm sorry that I said that, or I'm sorry I made you do that, I'll just be like, can you like stop being mad at me and just like talk to me, please? Because something went wrong and I don't know what it was. Knowing it was me, I'm like, something went wrong and I don't know what it was. So like, can you stop being mad?
Okay. Well, this should be easy going to our next question. What is the hardest thing that you've ever done?
That I've ever done?
Mm-hmm.
Specify.
It could be anything. The hardest thing I've ever done was ridden on an airplane. I flew on an airplane. Now, I flew on an airplane several times, but it was hard for me because I'm terrified of heights. I'm extremely terrified of heights. I flew to Germany, I flew to Hawaii.
Was it as bad as you thought? The plane ride?
Yes and no. Yes and no, because sometimes I go to sleep.
Yeah.
As soon as I get on the
That would be
plane.
okay
Like,
when you're
okay.
asleep.
Yeah, when I'm asleep, I don't know. But I'm terrified of heights. I hate walking upstairs. because of it. No, seriously.
You have a phobia.
Wow.
You know,
I do. I don't like, when you go to a hotel, I will never go out to the balcony because I'm scared to step on the balcony.
You know, like I said, with me, I've had experience. My experience was to get me terrified. I was riding on a roller coaster when I was younger, and the gate came up. Yeah, while I was riding the roller coaster, me and 3 other people, we had to reach and hold it back down. So ever since then,
My heart would have.
you know, I don't do heights.
Here I am. Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't do
Do you
heights.
still ride roller coasters?
No.
I haven't ridden on a roller coaster since. No.
Oh.
Yo, we could have.
Yeah, my wife loves to ride roller coasters. She want to go to the amusement parks all the time, and I'm like, you better get somebody to go with me. You know,
That's crazy.
I'm
So
not
the
riding.
hardest thing that we've
Let's talk
ever
about
had to
biggest
do.
fear.
Mhm.
The hardest thing that I have ever done is speak in front of a lot of people during court. Like, I finally realized what I want my career to be, and it's going to be a lawyer. So how am I going to do that with social anxiety? So the first time I've ever been in front of the jury, court, the judge, the bailiff, everybody, it was really hard for me. Like, I remember this one time, I just lost it and started crying, but I kept going, and it was like really, really hard.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, and y'all have noticed, I really bring up anxiety a lot because it has really been a big part of my life. Like, I wouldn't be here if my anxiety stopped, like, because my anxiety stopped me, but I kept going, and because I'm not a person that quits. I am still going to court sessions, and I'm still talking in front of a lot of people, and I'm getting better at it. Like,
That's
I finally
the only way. Keep practicing.
Yeah, I finally found my voice in court.
And then when you go to the real court, if you're a lawyer, you can just speak over everybody and be like, "This is my court," and you won't be scared.
So I've heard, anxiety, going to the balcony. Anybody else? Maybe it's admitting that you're wrong. Maybe that's the hardest thing you've ever done. Okay.
I think the hardest thing I've ever done was having to accept the fact that my mom moved on from my dad and is getting married to somebody else. I'm like, I still can't stand, like, I can stand it, but it's just like, it's hard to believe, like, my dad, being that he made decisions that was helping us, and my mom, she was holding on for so long, then she let go, and now she's moved on. It's just like, I'm thinking in my head all the time, give him one more chance, he's learned, and she's just like, he can't do it, and it's just like,
You feel like you want your parents to be together.
I got a question. Do you feel there's a double standard? What if it was your dad who moved on? Would you feel the same way as if that is your mother that moved on instead?
I'm really not sure, because all my life my dad's had plenty of girlfriends. Like, he's not a player or nothing, but he's had other girlfriends because my mom and my dad were separated. And my mom, she never had a boyfriend until she met this guy, and she would always try to like cope with my dad and like help him and tell him to stop doing what he was doing so he could like be around and stuff. And then he didn't learn, and then situation happened, and then she's just like, I'm done. I told him, I gave him warnings, and now he's gone. She's like, I can't do it anymore. I'm just like, well, he's a changed man. Being where he's at has changed him and his mindset, and he's realizing he's not going to be able to see me walk across the stage, and he didn't see me get my license or my first job or anything. So I feel like he's changed, and my mom doesn't want to go down the same road again. But that's the hardest thing I had to do.
It's well, I can look at it like that. You say your dad is a changed man, and there's a very good chance that he is. I'm going to tell you a joke that my mother said. My mother said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, I'm on my diet." She said, "You on a diet?" She said, "Is that because you don't have enough food in your house? Or, or you..." She said, "You can't call yourself dieting if you don't have any food." So that's why I was thinking, it's a similar type of thing.
Yeah. What about you, Jeff?
I don't know, I'm scared to go to the fairs.
The fair?
Yeah, because ever since I watched the movies Final Destination, movies influence.
So have
your
you
view of
ever
thinking
You
a lot.
talking about the one?
Yeah, I have, but
You
I don't know.
scared the whole time?
Yeah.
You're like nervous somebody's going to come flying off of Ferris wheel and just knock you out.
Oh.
Like, be coming, boo. And you're out.
All right, next question. What have you learned recently from another person?
I've learned to be very, very shallow. I've learned to take people's feelings into consideration. And I, like, from her, like, I don't know, just sitting here listening to her, it's just like, I need to start being more nice to people because I don't know what they go through. And, like, me being that I'm so outspoken and so blunt, that I need to learn to think about what I say and who I'm saying it to before I say it, because they could be dealing with social anxiety, or people, and, like, they could be, like, very terrified to talk to people, and it's just, like, I have to be more considerate before I just talk to somebody, because not everybody can take somebody so straightforward, you know. So I've learned to be more shallow.
Courtney.
Like Aviana said, I guess being nice to people, think about what they're going through before I say, and then think about like you was talking about how people are going through things and how they don't understand what it is like to actually go through something, to actually have to go through something and see someone else going through it, and try to help them not make the decisions that you made, because at that point of time where you was going through it, you maybe didn't have anybody to help you through it. But now that you see someone else going through it, like, help them choose the better decisions than what you made.
And you don't want to say something like you have social anxiety. You don't want to go up to her and just, like, start going off on her because she's not talking anything, and then say she went and committed suicide, and then you're feeling bad because you know that you kind of played a little part in it because you were being so rude to her, and you're just like, dang, I was so rude to her, and all I had to do was ask her nicely what was wrong instead of just jumping down her throat, and now she's gone and you can't even apologize. That's my biggest fear. Like, I'm trying to get right with people. I'm trying really hard.
Cora.
I guess learned that I'm not the only one that has something going on. Everybody kind of has their own thing, and, like, I'm not the only one that's having to get through something. So, yeah.
Okay. Next question. If you could change your name, what would it be?
Oh.
Yeah, you go first.
Yeah, we all just looking at you anyway.
You have an interesting name.
Well, I wouldn't, honestly, I wouldn't change my name. Like,
Which
before,
Which one?
I have a lot of names, but my first name would be Blanca. Like, before, I used to not like it because, like, nobody could pronounce it right, and it just, Blanca means white in Spanish. It's, like, not that meaningful to other people. But it really does mean a lot to me because that's my grandma's name and from my dad's side. So, like...
And it's a unique name, too, at that.
Yeah, like, not a lot of people have it. And my other name that I go by is Sitlali. So that name, I wouldn't change it either because Sitlali is an Aztec princess that,
I'm glad you know this stuff.
I
don't know nothing about my name.
That an Aztec princess of the sun, the stars, and the moon. So basically the sky. And so like, in short, it's Sitlali means star. So I wouldn't really change my name.
So Grandma Star.
Yeah, like I kind of want to like
Grandma Star.
You know what my name means Fruity River.
Well,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you would want to change that if you could.
Yeah, I would change that.
what do you change it to?
I don't know. I don't know.
What is your dad's name?
My name?
Your dad?
Yeah.
Fruity Rivers Jr.
What about you, Cora? Would you change your name?
Maybe my middle name, or I don't know, because my middle name's Lee, and it's like kind of
Cora
ugly.
Lee.
Yeah, Cora Lee, Lipscomb. So I kind of got a weird name. So maybe to something. I like Cora though. That's pretty, but maybe a last name that's a little more basic.
Okay. Aviana?
Honestly, I wouldn't change my name for nothing. It's so different, and you don't hear. And it, like, amazes me now. Like, I used to get so irritated when people would spell it wrong, say it wrong. I would just get so irritated. Now I'm just like, I don't
You
even
realize that
care.
it's
so different, and my name's not like a Jasmine or a Mia or nothing. It's so different, and people are like, when you tell them, and they'll read my name tag and they'll try to pronounce it. I'm like, Aviana. I'm like, oh, I thought it was this. That is so pretty. I'm like, thank you, but I think I wouldn't change my name because I was supposed to be a boy. My name was gonna be Joshua. That was my name, Joshua, but they didn't have a girl name picked out, and the midwife name was Ariana, and my dad gave me Aviana. But I changed my middle name because Aviana Shamil Smith kind of doesn't go together. I do my middle name something more simple because my first name's so hard. Probably like Aviana Lee, Aviana Ann, Aviana something.
Okay. Courtney, would you change your name or would you like to stay Courtney?
Honestly,
Pretty common name.
It's a common name, but yet people still intend to spell it and pronounce it wrong. Like I had the principal at the high school spell it C-O-U. She forgot the E. I've had someone forget the N.
Cotty.
And then they forget.
Courtney.
Sometimes they'll
Courtney.
forget they'll forget that there's a T in it. Even though you can hear the T, and then they can't pronounce
Corny.
it. Like those,
Corny.
Corny.
but I don't think I would change it because
Everyone's
I don't know.
unique. I think everybody's pretty. We've grown into our names. So it's
Yeah.
like, I wouldn't change it. If
Okay.
you asked me this 5 years ago, I was like, yep. I would be a Jasmine today.
Let's go on to the next question. What is something that you always wanted to do?
I always wanted. Well,
Let's say this: if money wasn't an option, if time wasn't an option,
I want to travel the world.
Me too.
travel the world.
But like first, before I can do that, I kind of have to get over the fear of heights.
Mhm.
Cause I can't just get on a plane right now. Like I couldn't just go to the airport right now and get on the plane because I don't know what would happen. It would just be really bad. Like on the plane, I was freaking out and then.
So if you could drive there, would you? If you had all the free time in the world.
Who gonna drive? You gonna drive?
Well, I mean, if you had the money to hire a driver, would you?
Yeah.
Someone ride.
Well,
Okay.
I mean,
I
somewhere
wouldn't
in the
wanna drive.
United States, yeah, but I would have to, like,
You
that's the
can't
thing.
drive across the ocean.
You can ride on a ship.
Oh, yeah.
And you can do a
No,
ferry, put your car on the
But-
thing and
Oh,
it's
Like-
a ferry, right?
yeah, I think so.
What I want to, this has, like, this, what I want to do in real life, like, you actually have to get on a plane and you have to go to Paris and you have to
Yeah.
go to all these other places. So
Mhm.
eventually I had to get over the fear, so you can go.
One thing I would want to do is be able to go anywhere without worrying about what other people are thinking about me. Because, like, I can't go to a restaurant with my boyfriend and I worry about how loud we're talking, how
Yeah.
we're eating, how we're dressed. Like,
People not being judgmental.
yeah, like, and not, like, with my anxiety, like,
Yeah.
not have to worry about that. And I would also like to go back and see what it felt like to not have anxiety.
To be stress free.
Yeah.
Efren,
I want to go to space.
you want to go to space?
I want to go see the stars.
That's cool.
That could be.
Well, you can see the stars from.
Oh, well, I mean,
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
I think
You know what I mean.
Of course, I think
You know
you
what I
mean
mean.
he wants to see them up close.
Yeah.
See how big they really are.
They're probably like,
They'll
this
burn
big.
up.
And what about you, Cora? If money
Mine-
wasn't an option, time?
Mine was traveling too. Like
Travel.
I would want to see what else is out there, how other people live, and get a bigger perspective on life
Mm-hmm.
than I
I kind of just want to see how, it's not that I want to see how, I kind of want to see how, like, other countries live.
You know,
Mhm.
experience different cultures.
have.
Yeah. That's one thing I have to. Now I spoke about being afraid of flights, but I have been, different countries, and I've enjoyed myself. I went to Germany in high school, stayed 2 weeks. It was okay. Went back again to college because I took German in college. They tried to make me stay for a semester. I lasted about 2 weeks, and I was like, nah, I can't do this. But it was fun. I got homesick. Over there, it's the kids have a lot more freedom than American kids have. The food wasn't, I ate McDonald's almost every day while I was over there because I didn't want to try any of the local food.
That's not really traveling. Just gonna eat McDonald's every day.
Well, Yeah.
How would you know if you're like, I would understand where he's coming from, because what if you were allergic to something that they
well,
put-
no,
know until you try
but they
McDonald's.
they had food. When they prepared it, they didn't prepare the traditional dishes that I was used to.
Yeah.
So they ate a lot of sausages, and I was like, "What's in that sausage?"
Yeah.
It wasn't just like a Thai sausage I'm used to. They had different animals, lamb, sausages.
See, when it comes to food, I'm actually very adventurous. When it comes to food,
Well,
like I'll try.
I'm not. I've been to Rome. I've been to France.
Yeah. You don't
Yeah.
eat their food. You go there.
Well,
and eat their McDonald's.
I've eaten there.
Oh, okay.
But some places, I like to stick to
What
what
you
I'm
know.
used to.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to get somewhere and try something and it makes you sick.
Yeah,
you know.
like, you
And then it
have
ruins your
something
time.
else
Yeah,
in
then
life,
you
boom,
ruin your
dead.
time on there. Like first time I went on a
You wanna
cruise,
eat no lamb and
I had
just-
motion sickness and I was sick the whole cruise. Like everybody's out having fun.
You're in the
They're in the island. They don't. They're in the Bahamas. I'm still on the ship throwing up. You know. I mean, but
I would have sucked.
you know, but yeah, that's so. But yeah, you know, sometimes you'd be surprised with people who haven't done stuff. You know, and you'd be like, you know, it could be simple stuff. Like, I know people, or I met a guy till last year. He'd never been outside of Durham as far as he's gone. You know, and I was
No.
like, you know, no,
No
and it was serious. I was like, hey, he said, man, one day I want to see what the beach looks like. Have you never been to the beach? No, I've never been to the beach. You know, you ever been to Raleigh? No, I've never been to Raleigh. You know, so and so you know, it could be something simple that some people always want to do. You know, so everybody don't have the same opportunity, but yeah, it could, you know, things you want to do. I encourage you guys to one day go out and do it. It'll be fun. If you could repeat any day in your life, which day would it be?
If we could repeat any day in our life, what day would it
It's hard. I would repeat my 5th grade graduation.
Why?
Because, like, seeing back then, most of my family was here, but then my grandpa passed away, like, maybe my 7th grade year, and most of my family here had to go back to Mexico. I saw a lot of my family there, and they were so happy that I had finished elementary school, because in Mexico, most of the kids won't even finish 4th grade. So my family was happy, and my nephew was like 2 years old, and they had the little graduation party after the little graduation ceremony, and he was just dancing his little butt off, and it was just the happiest of times. And back then I didn't have to worry about like what other people were thinking, and like when you're little, you're not really exposed to a lot of things as when you're a teenager or an adult. Like, you're not worried about anything else but just to have fun and finish school.
Just to laugh, eat crap.
Anybody else?
If I could go back and relive a day, I think it'd be the day that me, my dad, my brother, we all went to the Universal Circus in Greensboro, and we rode elephants, and I think I would want to relive that day. And we had little light up swords, because you know it's dark in there sometimes. We had little light up swords, and we was eating all this weird food and eating animal crackers. We had a good time, and then I think I relived that day. It was so much fun.
If it were me, there was this one day, I was like in 6th grade, and it was my first time my parents let me go out alone. And I'm going to Palace Point because one of my friends, he was leaving. He was going to Florida. And, you know, I was like, let's go. And so we went to watch a movie. It was me, him, his girlfriend, and this other guy. We had the whole movie theater to ourselves. And so we were just going around doing things.
Oh,
Okay.
Terrifying.
oh wait, we didn't get to
No,
say
not,
ours.
you know, but
Okay. What about you, Courtney?
This gotta be a good memory or bad.
Good.
You know,
It's
if you want to relive it,
I mean, I mean, what happens in the end is bad, but if I could relive any moment in my life, I think it would go back to 2 weeks before my cousins got killed, and I would actually.
You're gonna make me cry.
It's okay.
I would have been nice to them. Like, I was so rude.
Oh, you have to stop. You have to stop filming.
okay. Real quick. I appreciate you guys taking time to participate in this. We'll come back again next week and do the same thing. Thank you.